Hey, so greetings everybody and welcome back to the channel. And today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on the ads, right? We're going to just go ahead and set up the ad here, right? So I believe essentially what I want to try to do is I want to set up my little shared component, my shared widget if you will. Looks like it's really right over there, right? And then I'm going to set up the ad, right? So, I'm definitely gonna grab a sample here, and then kind of get that going, right? So let's try to grab this method, and then let's try to see if I can essentially to work here, right? So. Have my worded ad. And this is Mac and iOS. So this is like the practice. So these are like the practice IDs, right? And then also, if I'm going to use the real IDs, I kind of know what to do as well. I know it's in there. I know it's in here somewhere, probably in practice initialization, but I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to show you the practice ones. So there's that. And then I'm also going to set up my init state. Set my init state, and then I'm going to call like this load add function. And where is it? All right, it's going to come soon. Right here. Right, so that's what basically that's going to look like. To get rid of all these right, and then we're just going to try to throw everything try to throw everything together. Right, so I don't really like to be interrupted with this. I like to try to add a century, right, if anything. Alright, so it's kind of complaining. I'm kind of showing to if I just still complaining. I don't think it did that for like others, but that's okay. Alright, so there's that. Right, so now I kind of like set up my ad. And then when it's kind of ready to try to use my ad, right, that's going to go here in display. There's nothing here. Let's try to do a little. Try to get this to size. Say RP. Alright, so essentially I want to try to say I want to basically just grab my ad if I know how to get it initialized, and I'll think it on ad loaded, and then okay, so I see that happening in there. Then this is going to need to go into set state, so everything kind of works properly. So I say set state, right? I'm going to stateful widget, so I always want to try to make sure of that. And then press, and then not necessarily coins, right, or not necessarily set state, right? There's a rewarded item amount. Basically, there's like 10, but I don't think I really need that here. I just want to upgrade the I want to increase, you know, the want to increase the amount. So basically, all I do, I'll go back to over2db. Right, and then I'll have a method. Essentially, it's going to be songs, right, and then it's going to be int max amount, right, and then there's going to be a raw insert here, or raw update. Say max songs. Alright, so go ahead and say update max songs. I'll say set max amount. Not equal to a question. Right, and then should essentially be void. Not want that to happen. So there's going to need that, and then my provider, what essentially needs to happen is need to update the max amount, update max songs, songs this one. And then that's going to be the my new dot max songs. Right, and then I would just return the state like that. Right, so finally, last but not least, essentially what I have to do in song editing, not necessarily say increment Alright, so there's basically that. So basically that got going. So now I'll have to say here's ref.read, and then WMLDB SQLite provider dot notifier dot and then add this at the end and see what that looks like. Alright, so now we kind of have that button in place. Let's click on it and see what that looks like. Alright, I have to refresh the page. Probably something happened, but let's see what that looks like. Alright, so I kind of had an error, but to see it again, right, so basically I kind of put everything in the build method. Everything is supposed to be outside the build method. That's why that thing was really working as intended. But you know, since I kind of got things working now, right, we can just try to see what everything looks like. skip, and then just go ahead and watch.
This is a rewarded video test ad. Nice job loading it. I'm gonna go fire the reward callback for you.
Right, so there's that test ad, right, and now people have the you increase the limit. But you know, so there's that, and I want to push up my work because this is a lot. Right, but now one final thing is that when users were adding a song, when we're adding a new song, we gotta respect that limit, right? So now we gotta look for add songs. Amount. So basically, we want to say select count from songs. I want to see how many songs are in the database actually. And then this should essentially, right, it should return, oh, yeah, though. So it's called the result set. I want to print this, I want to just see. And then we're just going to grab like the YouTube video. We'll remember to delete it, right? So choose a genre. Let's see it. And we're gonna see we're seeing something right now. But definitely want to see what that looks like. So that's not good. Usually, so something has to go to feature delete, and it didn't. So. All right, so I kind of want to name my error here. So basically, say throw a max songs error. Right, no, it's not defined, right? So not necessarily required, right? So. Not necessarily required. it's gonna be tough to figure it out here. So I say cant message. Let's say this. Alright, I'm gonna probably just grab a control. It's good. I'm probably just end up with a body instead. Good to go. Alright, so alright, so now moment of truth. Right, so I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say A, and then I want to try to say right, so I kind of get this error here. Right, but I kind of don't handle it. Right, so essentially what I got to do is I got to try to handle it. Right, so let's go to song add. And then I'm going to try to say submit form. So you kind of awaited it. I want to see what the value of the result of it is. I'm going to do a little try catch. Not too string. And then, right, you gotta say mounted. I don't think I have access to the content. Okay, I do. Good. Right, so good. We kind of go from there. And let's try this one more time. So A. Oh, yeah, you don't do that necessarily. Say skip. So A, and then right, and then we kind of reach the limit, right? But now, essentially, what's happening? This is kind of, I don't want that to necessarily be there. But I think what you can just go ahead and do is add song, if I'm not mistaken. Create song is that in the notifier message, I say async value data. I really kind of should say async value guard. So async value So basically, I didn't, anytime they do ref.read, essentially, if this is kind of happening so much, this logic should be handled with a future delay that should go in here, not the other way around. But here's what it is. I'm gonna say A, then I'll say U2, then this one, and then this one. It's a knit. Error, reach the limit from max size to add. Watch it add to end. Right, so, and then, yeah, I guess that has to go. Alright, so I kind of got something going here where I get this message. So now I think one thing I want to try to do is I want to try to say update songs. Hopefully I can get everything to try to be set here. Wait. Alright, so start first page here. Alright, so I'll say add. I'll say A. I'll say this, as well as this. Right, reach the max amount. So when I go back, I should get my songs. To watch. Alright, let me try to see what that looks like.
Rewarded video test ad. Here comes the reward callback.
I still get to see the song. Right. Now this one stays at 5. That's not necessary. But let's try to see what's going on. Alright, so now my limit kind of increased here. So now what I want to do, I want to add my song. So I'm going to try to go at this for 1 in the final last time. This is my island melodies, choose a genre, let's say NA for now, hit submit, and now there's my final song. If I go play it, right, I actually get a Go Router tutorial. So
yeah, hello there and welcome back, and let us continue over here. And today we are going to learn about the Riverboard as well as the Go Router. So let us get started with it. And first of all, I will just run my application, and you can see it's empty application. And I need to go to the pub.dev to get some of the dependencies. So first I will get the